Paulina from YNIK Designs, previously known as YNIK. I'm going to teach you how to do the ribbing for the Aria top, which is what I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing it with a turtleneck to extend the use during the fall. I think it looks pretty nice. You can try it on yourself. I'm going to do the ribbing of the single crochet on the back loop attached to the piece itself, so you don't have to sew it on after. So without any further ado, let's go right into it. All right, so we're gonna start this tutorial, which I made a little Aria top. So this is the way you have your Aria top. So what you're gonna do is you're going to take your yarn, okay? I am using the same yarn that I used for my top, which is Cotton. In this case, it's Cotton Reflections, and the color is Polar Blue. And this yarn was provided by We Crochet, and it's amazing. It's 70% cotton and 30% linen. It's amazing yarn for this. All right, so first thing that we're gonna do is we're going to attach your yarn to a corner, whichever corner you want to work at. And we're going to attach your yarn with one chain, okay? Now we're going to chain the number of chains that it says on your pattern. So for this one, I'm going to do 6 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chains, okay? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work 5 single crochets, and I normally work on the back humps. I find that it makes it cleaner. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make my 5 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, oh, pardon me, and 5. Then it says to slip stitch on the first 2 unused rows. So what we're gonna do is we're going to slip stitch on this first one. Okay, so we're going to slip stitch, which would be this first row that we're using. And then you're going to slip stitch on the one on top. So you're gonna slip stitch on the second row, and then we're going to chain 1. Then we're going to turn our work. We're going to be working on this. So these are the 2 that we slip stitched on our chain. So this is the first stitch that we're gonna work on. We're gonna do a single crochet back loop only. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, and then, sorry, we're working 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it says that our last single crochet, we have to do it as a regular single crochet. So we're going to work our last stitch as a single crochet, and then we're going to chain 1. Then we're going to turn. So the first one, we're going to work it as a regular single crochet, and then we're going to work single crochet back loop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have our 5 stitches, which are 4 single crochet back loops and 1 single crochet regular. Now we have to attach this on the first 2 unused slip stitches. So this one has already been used, which is the way that we were coming. So we're going to use this too. You're going to slip stitch on this one, and we're going to slip stitch on the one on top. And we're going to chain 1. Then we're going to turn. So again, these are the 2 slip stitches. We have a regular single crochet and 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochet back loop. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The fifth one will be a regular single crochet. Then we're going to chain 1 and we're going to turn. We will do the first one as a regular single crochet, and then you're going to do your 4 single crochet back loop only. 2, 3, and 4. Sometimes it's easier to put a stitch marker on the first and last so that you know and you don't go through the last one, which is this one, which was our chain 1, so that you don't use that one. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't have to use this last stitch. This last stitch is the one that is attached to our piece, so our first 2 unused stitches would be this ones. So again, we're going to slip stitch on the first one, slip stitch on the second one, and our chain 1, and we turn. So we're going to start working on our piece. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochet back loops and 1 single crochet. So we're going to start here. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last one will be a single crochet. We will do our chain 1 and turn. So this is basically what we're going to be repeating, okay? I do my first single crochet and then I do my 4 single crochet back loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? And you have the one that you did your chain 1. This one is used. We're going to do this 2 unused, and we slip stitch 1, slip stitch 2, chain 1, and turn. So again, we're going to work on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches, and we're going to do 1 single crochet back loop, 2, 3, oops, 4, and the last one is a regular single crochet. We do our chain 1 and we turn. This will be the last row that I'll do with you. So we'll do a single crochet and then we'll do the 4 single crochet back loops. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, again, this was the chain 1 from the previous row. From the previous row when we were going up, we see that this stitch is being used. So we do this 2 slip stitches. So we slip stitch once, we slip stitch twice, and we do our chain 1. So we will continue doing this around the top, okay? So we're going to continue using all the stitches around the top until we get here. Once we get here, you can either sew it using the mattress stitch or you can slip stitch it, okay? I will come back to you when I finish all around so that you can see how it looks once already is done. So I finished my top. I finished on the top part, so I know I won't be able to go down and do the 2 slip stitches, okay? So what I'm gonna do is you can either mattress stitch it down or slip stitch it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn my top wrong side. You can either do the whole ribbing on the wrong side, or for the slip stitch, you turn it into the wrong side. Just make sure that this part is done in the wrong side, okay? So I'm going to slip stitch it, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take the back loops of my rows so that I still give it the same look that I was using before. So I take 1 from each row. So you fasten off and you cut your yarn, okay? And then you turn your top right side, and I'm going to turn this tiny top the way that it looks, and this is the way that your Aria top will look like. So you have the ribbing, and then this kind of bubbles up like this. It's super cute. So the ribbing is done in a smaller hook so that this kind of bubbles up on top like this, and this is very flattering. Don't forget you have to be able to put your yarns inside, all your little yarns, and it'll bubble up kind of like this. I'll be able to give this to one of my kids' dolls. So thank you so much for following. I hope that you liked this tutorial and you found it helpful. Once again, thank you to We Crochet for their yarn. Thank you for your time, and hope you buy the pattern. Thank you. Bye.